Hello YouTube, about 10 in the morning, it's already getting hot and humid. We got a what we call old clunky. You know what this is, the $60 special. We'll show you what it takes to put a pad on here. We've got some metal projects to do today to sand on. That's that high dollar zirconia whatever. Oh, they're worth it, trust me. I've got one that's worn down I still use. Trust me, you got to on this one. These cost $3.50 a piece, whatever, they will last you a long time on here. Because remember, the other ones are for wood. So we'll show you how we're going to get this off. We got some acetone and a putty knife. We're going to start peeling it. Now that we don't care about the mess, we're just going to pour some of it behind there to eat that glue up. So stay tuned. We just know the train's coming through. So we got this jam behind there. We're going to start pouring some liquid down there. Start eating that glue up. Okay, we're about halfway. We hate to waste this stuff because sometimes you will not find it in a store. Ooh, that's almost way too much. We'll let that set a couple seconds. We'll keep peeling. Okay, safety tip time. Don't ram this putty knife anywhere towards your hand and all of a sudden it can go and hang on to this. I don't see if it'll do it. See how it springs back like it almost has compression and a motor? It's not going to stay where you want it. So you got your hand up and hanging on it, don't be ramming towards your hand. Now I got to get that rest of that junk off. Oh, this is messy. It is, but it's worth it. The only reason I keep this just for touching up pieces of metal on the side. You'll see me using it. Okay, this took a lot of cleaning. And if you use a rag, keep turning the rag to a clean side. You just put warm. Do your best to get this clean out here. If you don't, it'll start peeling away. You know, do your best to clean the whole thing. There's kind of ridges on these. Yeah, it took a lot. I think I was in a hurry last time and slapped a new pad on it because it had a lot of glue, but you never can tell. Those pads are really sticky. Okay, we're going to put the other one on it. There's really no best way to tell you how to do it. I don't even have it in my hand. I can't reach for it. As I try to unpeel it and I try to get it centered the best I can. Like say I'll go out to a corner and check it, and I'll check the other corner before I start letting it lay down. So can't tell you what grit it is. Sorry, maybe later. I think it's 80 grit. Okay, we just talked for 5 minutes. Didn't know the camera was not recording. It just shut off. I'm like, what the? So I go back and review my clips once in a while. I'll take a break and watch my video clips to see whether I'm repeating myself. Here's a project. We want to set up stuff that's perfectly square that we might want to spot weld. Well, we have a discrepancy in our square, so we grab something that better be square and put it on here. And it's a little off at the top. I don't know if you can see the light come through there. As long as it's square like halfway up, get in frame. We're going to do some more sanding on this. This is sanding belt, the blue, and this is this 80 grit wheel. Can you see how it kind of went around there? So you can see kind of what the finish is, but well, we're hoping this is square because I'll show you the other square here. Okay, we are positive this is square here, but we're positive it's off here. This thing goes like this. It's been beat up or something, or that's the way it came. It's only $4. It's not a high dollar machine. Little 4-inch at home supply store. So it's great on this, but not accurate out here. And we have several others. We'll take a picture of a whole collection of different squares and junk we use. We should show you our machinist drawer and our supply drawer of the junk that we have in it. But I'm glad I had this. That's square enough. Okay, we're going to do some sanding. Here's a trick for you. Get this out of the way. Flip this over. Battery's going low. There, that's how you sand this stuff. I know I need to take the rope off. This is for magnet fishing, but just leave it on there. Beware, don't let loose of this stuff. Don't be up here and overbuild your confidence. We'll walk away and let it idle like that. Don't ask me how I know what happens there. I think I might have seen, I might have done it, but this thing catches wrong and it's gonna. So there we go. Let's do some sanding and we'll come back here and give you our opinion in a few minutes. This is why we call this thing Old Clunky. If you ever watch any, they all sound the same on any YouTube channel. Okay, this thing is not going to level this. It is humped in the middle. No matter which way you turn, it's going to sand more in the middle. This is what I do. I'll spend some time like this. See, like halfway, then I'll come out here halfway, flip it, halfway, halfway, and do the same this way. Work it like this, like that, and I've done the edges. So it's not going to get it perfectly flat. Don't think it's going to, because this tin in here is humped up. It has a hump in it. Just a tip to let you know. You won't get it flat on this belt sander. See how nice that paper is? And I had some dirt and grease on it. Oh, clean this stuff off. I took a flapper disc. Like a dummy, I flipped this side over and it was kind of greasy. Oh, did that put gum in there. And they make an eraser thing that cleans these, but it's just best. Don't sand on this unless you're using clean metal. Take a flapper disc to it first and at least clean the scum off. That's probably 36 grit. We will spray some paint on this around the edges, blue paint. So we know this is a tool. Don't use it for a project. Okay, we're inside, which is not any cooler. It's actually better outside with a little bit of a breeze. You will be surprised though. This is a pretty good straight edge. This is not a cheap ruler. Go diagonal. Look for light behind it. Put a flashlight back behind there. You'll be surprised how flat this really is. You know, you can kind of feel, you know, you can get out your feeler gauge. This ain't a machine shop. This is in the backyard. You can kind of feel and look at it. I'm kind of amazed, but that's just because I'm used to doing it. Because you can see 3 levels of sanding across on this. Like, you know, imagine it's this way, but we're going like this, and then this, and then the middle. So we're doing like 3 areas, then we're doing it 1 full area, then we'll turn it. We'll do the same thing. We'll do like this part. Like I said, that thing's humped up. But let's get a look at it here. We'll twirl it around. Don't want to blind you. So that's not too shabby. Like I said, I'll tip this up like this. I got a bunch of that goo. See, I laid it down on the table out there with that glue from the sanding disc. Now I got to acetone it, clean it. Well, we won't paint the whole thing, but we'll spray some split. Did I just say that? Spray. You can do this S-P-R-A-Y. If it ain't fun, I don't want to do it. I don't edit out my mistakes. I can't be professional. You've heard me do that before. Today we're going to look at the exact whatever blah blah blah. If you look here, turn around this way. If you look at this, I don't know if you can see it at that angle. I can bring you down here. Let me bring you down a ways. Hold on. Whoa, that was pretty jerky. That's straight enough for what I'm building. You see a little light in there? That's straight enough for what I'm building. And this way, say it's a tall piece. We don't really care that it's off at the top. Can you see that as it comes around? Here, let's tilt you up a little bit. See that? But look at the bottom. See, we'll have to remember that. Because we have womped on this on the anvil. And say it was bowed in, you could hit it with a hammer like right here a little bit. Yeah, that's a pretty good weld here. I don't know what the deal was. It did not have to be exact when I made it. But for real small stuff, that's not bad. And I've thought of this. Should I find a way to bolt this down here when I'm using it? You know, or because you're going to have this clamp and the piece clamp to do it. So, see there you're stuck clamping it. And out on the welding table, wouldn't it be nice to have this flat? Wouldn't it be nice if this had legs on it or something? But then you're talking about making a little table like this tall to get your little clamps and stuff on. And then you're fighting that. So, I don't know. I would say get your piece on here that you're going to do and just, I don't know what to do. We'll have to think about that another day. If this was like 3/8 stick, I would drill and tap it. I would drill and tap this with some little short bolts. Just put a little bolt there and you can kind of move it around. But that's good enough. So there you go. That's the project for today. We're done. This is the other video. I'm sure I'm going to post it first. So I put a peg on here for the grounding clamp. Here, let's work smarter. Let's turn this around. These are going to be long videos. People don't like watching. I look at my analytics and see how long people watch my videos. I'm not going to whine. Wow, what's the odds of that? I never measured none of that. Because I need the room for that clamp so it didn't hit over here. So say, like I said, say we're going to do a little piece like this. Remember now, these are adjustable. You can put longer bolts in these. You can go, I don't know if you can see it, watch the nut go down. And they're finger tight. See that? There's not a lot of pressure, watch. There. So that holds that. And when this piece comes down, say we're welding something, I don't know, nuts for an example, but whatever you're going to hold. I think you know what I mean. So, you just need to find a way to clamp it here without using a bulky C-clamp. Even little ones can be bulky. So, this whole idea, I'm making these little fixtures because I plan on welding some really small stuff someday, some little projects. So, what's the odds of that? That's fitting between that peg. And I'm not going to measure it. Yes, you are. This piece is a 6" by 6x4. See, so I know I made it a common size. This just wasn't scrap. I know I made this because I found it. Like, wow, this is perfect. Now, there's no way that's a leftover scrap. Thanks for watching. This is 5 minutes me sitting here yakking, but I hope you get bored and like me. I mean, there's a lot of YouTubers I'm sub to who do not make videos anymore. So, there, that's a good photo there. Don't want to confuse anybody with this, but I think maybe I'll just snap these two pieces. So, we're out here. We're going back to the air conditioning.